Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new in this channel, kindly hit the subscription button, like my videos and share. And if you're returning, welcome back to today's video. I don't want this to make you faded. You should come home tonight. I only kick you with a tight. We are going to be talking about how much nurses earn in Finland. I didn't want to do this video at first, but I got a lot of questions due to the TikTok I made, and I am going to be talking about how much I get paid personally working in Finland as a nurse. As a student in Finland, I'm only allowed to work 30 hours in a week, and this is because the government said so. I cannot exceed those hours in a week except during the holidays. This also limits how much I work as a student. As you all know, in Finland, you get paid double on Sunday, and that means double pay for me. I wanted to show you guys my pay slip for the month. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna try to show you guys my pay slip or my payments for at least a particular month, and they pay twice. So I don't know why I was getting a lot of, oh, you're lying about the payment is too high or the payment is too low, because the truth is that they pay twice in Finland. And if they pay you, for instance, they pay on 15th of every month, and they also pay on the 30th or 31st of every month. And this means that I calculate both the ones I get paid on the 15th and also the ones I get paid on the 30th, because they are still in 1 month. If you earn twice in a month and you calculate it as a nurse, by the end of the day, most people earn at least 4,500 after tax, or some people earn like 4,000 euros after tax. But for me, I'm limited to the hours I have to work. That's why at least I earn up to 2,300 after tax, or sometimes I would say 3,000 during the summer holidays. We earn more than this because I work a lot during the summer holidays, so I literally earn more than that during the summer holiday. Keep watching to this video if you want to see my pay slip for the month, and also or how much I get paid for the month with receipts. I'm just gonna show in the screen. I haven't gone through it yet, but I'm just gonna show it on the screen. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to convince anyone that nurses earn high or earn too low in Finland. I'm just trying to show you guys how much, to just know like how much, the estimate of how much you might be earning if you come to Finland to study as a nurse and you're working as a student. I just wanted to give like the estimates from my own pay slip. So I'm just gonna show like some evidence of payments for you guys, so you guys can check and see if that would work for you in case you finally or you happen to move in Finland. As you can see in this pay slip, this is like a 1 month payment for me. As you all know, the dates don't lie. One is 15th of May and the other one is 31st of May. Together, they are 1 month. Like I said previously, they pay me twice in a month. And this is just what I mean by twice in a month, 15th and 31st. As you can see there on the 15th of May, you can see that the initial payment was 1,710 euro. Because of tax, I got 1,360 euro, and on the 31st of May, the initial payment was 1,598 euro, and I was paid 1,271 euro after tax. And together, they make up to 2,632 euro something. And just like I said, sometimes I earn more and sometimes I earn lower than this, so it all depends on the month. And as you can see, this is around May, meaning that it's not like the holiday time, meaning that I was still in school. I was still going to school and working. So I hope this was able to prove whatever doubts you have, because I can't be lying with my payslip, right? And about the cost of living in Finland, like I have said before, I am a student, and if you come to Finland to study, you're going to be getting a student apartment, just like the one I am staying at right now. It's a student apartment, and I pay like 330 euro in a month. We are 2 people shared in this apartment. We share only the kitchen and the dining room. So, but the toilet and the room is all yours. That's how my apartment is, and is as low as 330 euro in a month. And like I said before, I get paid like twice in a month, so of course my salary is going to cover this cost for my apartment, which is 320 euro. And I also have I have a car, and I pay for my car in installment. I don't know if you guys know, but if you move to Finland and you want to get a car, especially in a place like Vasa, that the bus system, like the transportation system, is not that's effective, in the sense that you could see a bus like this minute, and the next time you're going to see another bus is in 1 hour. So what happens when you miss your bus? And some places the bus does not really go, so you have to do some walking, or you buy a bicycle, because I feel like everywhere is like a bit closer to everywhere, so you don't have to use a bus if you don't want to, if you're the type that can cycle. But I got this car because I walk sometimes in a very far place, like neighboring cities, because sometimes it's hard to get like gigs here in Vasa. So sometimes I go to neighboring cities to work, so I had to get a car, even though I was not like financially okay to get a car as of that time. So getting my car, I pay like installmentally. They just need proof that you're working and everything, and they will give you the car, and then you just take care of the road traffic. So I pay for the road traffic. Let's say I pay it once, it's like 200 and something euro once, and that is once in a year. So once in a year I pay 200 and something euro. Let's say 250 euro in a month. I have said house rent, road traffic, and then I pay installmentally for the car. Let's say 200 euro for the car. That's what I pay for my car. But if you do not want a car, if you're just starting life and you don't want to get a car, like you can just be using buses, because I know they go to reasonable amounts of places, and bicycle is there for you. You can cycle if you know how to cycle. So make sure you learn how to cycle before you come. And then feeding. I don't know, I live alone and I don't really eat that much, so my feeding is like between 50 euro to 100 euro in a month. A lot of people disagreed with me, and they said groceries are quite expensive, so they spend more money on groceries. I don't know, that might be very possible, I don't know, but this is how much I spend, unless some months I decide to go to African stores or maybe Asian stores. Things are more expensive because they have to import and all that. But if I don't have to go to any of these stores, then I don't have to worry about spending more than 100 euro. So for me, I spend 100 euro on groceries and feeding. And personal care, as a lady, of course, you know, we're expensive. We have to buy wigs, we have to buy makeup, we have to buy monthly care like pads and stuff like that. So, you know, things like that cost money as well. So also I save some money for things like that every month. Let's talk about sending money also home. And don't get me wrong, if you're already calculating, you don't have to calculate your own expenses based on what I'm saying, because I might be a bit more expensive than you, or you might be a bit more expensive than me, but I'm just like giving the estimate for me. Like, you don't have to buy a car if you're just starting life. You don't have to buy, like, there's just so many things you don't have to buy that I have to buy because I need them, and you do not have to buy that. So I'm just like giving the basic estimate for me. So aside from the personal care and stuff, you know, ladies are expensive, just like I said before. I also have to, maybe my lashes some months, like that. I have to make my lashes some months, and guys don't actually have to do that. They don't really have to take care of themselves that much. And I also go to the gym. As you all know, I love gym a lot, and that keeps me mentally stable. So I pay for my gym like 39 euro in a month. So are you putting them all together? Of course, you can get cheaper gym and all stuff like that, but I chose that gym because there are less people and I really enjoy, like, the gym is just so nice, so that's why I'm there. And I paid 39 euro for it. And aside from gym, I do go to cinema at least once in a month with friends, and that would cost like 30 euro to go to the cinema. So all these things are things that you don't have to calculate for yourself. And if I'm so broke, I don't have to visit any of these places. Also, some of us have to send money home, so you also have to, like, change some money and send home. Maybe not every month, but some months you can just send money home. At the end of the day, you still have at least a little money left for your savings and until the next money comes, because luckily for us, like, they pay like 2 times in a month, which is good because you don't have to spend the money once and then you'll be broke at the end of the day. So it's better, it's just perfect the way they just divide 15th and 31st. So if you go broke on the 15th, you'll be expecting something on the 31st. So that's basically how I've been living, and I think for now the salary is enough for me, just because I'm a student, and sometimes I try to cut out some things to manage costs and stuff like that. Some of you also asked if it's easy to get a job as a nursing student in Finland. Well, it's not easy to get a job as a nursing student in Finland if you do not know the language. I can't lie to you. So if you're trying to move to Finland and you want to work in Finland, try as much as you can to learn the Finnish language. Even though I stay in Vasa, which is mostly Swedish speaking place, I mean, Vasa is mostly Swedish. Vasa is full of Swedish speakers, but at the end of the day, Finnish speaking people get more jobs than us that are Swedish speaking. So I'm trying so hard to actually learn Finnish as well, because even Swedish is not working out that well here in Vasa. Imagine if I move out of Vasa, like, that would be so horrible. So I'm trying as much as I can to also learn Finnish, because I want to move to a bigger city like Helsinki, for instance. So yeah, so learn the language. With the language you can start working within few months of your studies. Like, you can already start working after your first practice, for instance, and you're good to go. Aside that, I think nursing is one of the highest paying job here in Finland, and it's easier to get job as a nurse than if you're maybe, for instance, a cook in Finland. So I wish you all well, and thank you so much, because I didn't even know I would get to this point. So I'm forever grateful to you all. See you guys in my next video. Bye.